was shown to be family promise. Malyia started out her year with her grand lunch for the grand like treat to bond and plan for the year. Malyia said that everyone had great ideas, and they even got to go on a haunted ghost tour. Personally, I don't believe in ghosts. I mean, aliens and ghosts both being real? That just doesn't make sense to me. Next, Malyia and her grand line met once again to head to GWA's Weekend of Family and Brotherhood, also known as GWA. Malyia and her line had a great time. They even got to judge a chili contest. Malyia said that one of the chilies had strawberries in it, which is apparently unusual. I wouldn't know. You don't eat chili these days. Then it was time for the first event of the year, Dream Camp. I was told that Dream Camp was a weekend where all girls in the jurisdiction get together to have meetings, play games, bond, and of course, have the first official visit. At the first official visit, Malyia announced that the theme for the year would be Go Beyond Your Limits and Shoot for the Stars, which I know, of course. Soon after Dream Camp, Malyia and a few of her ducklings went to visit the Woody Grand Year, G.E.C. at the reception. Malyia loved the duckling theme and had a great time making so many things to star members. Wow, that was so much travel, and that was just July and August. When we find Malyia, I'll have to ask her how she managed all of that. Moving on to September, Malyia was back at Disney Star as she attended the reception of the acting Woody Grand Year Mural Maxfield. The very next day was the color run, where $8,692 was raised for the Jurisdictional Service Project Family Promise. Then, Malyia went east to visit our friends. After the leadership camp at Eastside, everyone had a great time bonding with the girls, listening to various lessons and playing lots of fun games. Next was the first Grand Officer Retreat, where all the Grand Officers got to learn more about their responsibilities for the year, as well as getting on and play games in the downtime. It seems that you guys are really good at having fun. I'm going to tell everyone back in my tenant about all the things that you and your Grand Officers get up to. Malyia told me that this next part was really important, as it was the start of the official visit season. First was the official visit in Northwest Washington District, where everyone loved the Scooby-Doo theme. The next weekend wasn't an official visit though. Malyia and some of her Grand Officers traveled to St. Louis, Oregon for Oregon's Grand Assembly. The Oregon Grand Officers looked wonderful in their grand dresses, and Junior Pastor really led their Katie did a wonderful job, and Malyia got to meet her new office and maid counterpart, Malyia. A couple of weekends later, there was not one, but two official visits. First up was Olympus Peninsula, who had a car filled with an addendum that included guessing famous cars. Malyia wasn't very good at that. Then it was off to Kitsap, who had a wonderful Charlie and the Chocolate Factory theme. It was a day full of candy and fun. The next weekend was the gala. Malyia felt very cool getting to dress up for the masquerade theme. It was lots of fun, and lots of money was raised for the programs of our jurisdiction. The following weekend was Central and Eastern Washington combined OPE. The theme, they had a wonderful lunch beforehand and a candy bar after. You would not believe that the next weekend had 3 OPs. Starting with Snow King, who had a Toy Story themed OPE. Everyone enjoyed the pizza, which I heard was the year food. Beforehand, I even heard some of my alien friends getting an appearance. Then it was off to Pierce County's Happy Everything OPE, which was a theme that celebrated every holiday at once. The next day was South King County OPE, which had a Princess and the Frog theme, which Malyia loves, where a beautiful majority service was given. The last OPE of the season occurred in Idaho, Snake River. The officers performed a beautiful march, and even though the weather stopped so people from being able to get over to Boise, it was still an amazing time. The last event of the year was the Grand Christmas Party, where all the Grand Officers came together to play games, have yummy treats, and learn to hum the Grand Assembly song. Malyia got to have a little break and to celebrate the and Vivian Grand Service were honored. I heard her dresses were pretty cool. The next weekend, Malyia had the absolute honor of speaking at the Conference of Grand Masters. She ended up to meet the Supreme Worthy Advisor, which I think is similar to our Supreme Leader. Next up on her travels was Southern County GWA, where Grand Officers, Grand Reporter Lucille, Grand Treasurer Rico Flagler Samantha, Grand Associate Leader Guy, Grand Love Representative to Oregon Mary, Grand Nature and Camps Hazel, Grand Elliott Historian Kaylee, Grand Firefighter Lauren, and City Builder Advisor Mrs. Christie were honored. The next GWA was Coaching, which honored Grand Worthy Associate Advisor Annalise, Grand Charity Danny, Grand Hope Rachel, Grand Immortality and Summer Showcase Jillian, and Grand Alexander Ireland with a fun Wreck-It Ralph painting. The next GWA was in Boise to honor the Grand Leader New Love with a well-done Alice in Wonderland painting. Then Malyia made a quick stop to Washington Grand Court to say hello to all the amazing adults in Amaranth. Then it was time for a double GWA, with Kid Staff honoring Grand Matrix Malyia and Grand Lecturer Abby with the cutest Louis theme. Then they visited Olympic Peninsula to honor the Grand Confidential Observer Z and Grand Editor Alicia. Apparently it was a weather thing. We don't have weather in space, so I know that. It was now time to head to Visalia, California to visit our California Rainbow friends at the beach station Grand Assembly. They got to see Junior Pastor Worthy Advisor Hannah shine and see the Junior Worthy Advisor Ella being installed. I heard that after all the fun at California Grand, Washington, Idaho was in the escape room. Both rooms did not make it. Next was the Spring Grand Officers Retreat, where the babies find out who their grannies were. Malyia was very happy to tell me about her baby Maddie. Then it was back to the east side for the reception of Grand Music and Marissa, and Grand Membership and Grand Ethic and Sarah, and Grand Viper Chelsea was in the North Central District. And then we headed down to Eastern Washington to honor Grand Membership Nikki, Grand Sports American Fighter Jasmine. The last few awards was to honor the two red-headed Destinies, Grand Chaplain Mary Ellen and Grand Musician Katie, with a wonderful parade theme. After finishing up GWA season, Malyia visited Washington DPA at the annual convention, where she had fun learning about video games and dancing the night away. Then it was a reception for your leader, Malyia. It was intended for a stage, and I know Malyia was very pleased with all of the hard work that was put into it. Then it was off to Las Vegas, Nevada for Nevada Grand Assembly. Everyone had fun under the big top without going to Grand Worthy Advisor Shelby, and everyone was so excited to meet the incoming Grand Worthy Advisor Carly. Las Vegas is no Area 51, but it still sounds like a fun time. Now we arrive at our last two events, Grand Chapter and Grand Bethel. Malyia and her Grand Mom visited the Masonic family. Always loved listening to the Masonic family, and this was no different. And now we arrive at Grand Assembly. Wow, Malyia has traveled a lot this year, with many miles away from home and so many days away from her home. Oh wait, I think I see my plane crash landing. I think it's time for me to leave Grand Assembly. It was so good to see you all. And thank you all for electing me to be Grand Worthy Advisor for the 2022, 2023, 2024 Grand Year. It is truly an honor and a privilege, and I will never take that for granted. So thank you, Washington, Idaho.